progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy, Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And who am I with as always? It's Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod. Episode 226. Welcome to Jurassic Shart, motherfuckers. I was laughing. I was like quickly opening up our notes for the show, and because Joseph puts in a title that we use for the live stream, but he puts it in for the notes, and then I use that for the opener. But then often I'll change it after we've had the podcast, and depending on what we talk about. So I was trying to open up the notes app to see what he puts for the title, so I could say it for the opener, and it was Jurassic Shart, and that's why I started laughing. I was like, "What?"
Well, but it makes.
I mean,
so
no,
I've been
fine,
trying to do
but
the
it was
more
the first time I saw
therapy
it,
questions. Sometimes the better titles come from therapy questions.
True, and
Cliffhanger,
cover art sometimes.
Cliffhanger, and the cover art. So the cover art with that, I was like, okay, this is great. It's obviously that's the first thing I thought of, and then I tried to come up with other names, and I was like, no, I think it's just Jurassic Sharp, bro. That's really good.
You know, it's so crazy. So our cover art it has Jurassic Park and The Walking Dead in it. But what's so crazy is like when I was like maybe 10, whenever Jurassic Park just came out, I was on vacation in Newport Beach, and this is like the first kind of like it seems like AI, but it wasn't. So it was like me, my sister, my brother, and we dressed up like we were on like in the movie Jurassic Park, and they had us sit like in front of a green screen, and then they took a picture, and then like the picture came out and it looked like we were in the movie Jurassic Park, like behind like one of us had a shotgun and like we're behind a cat. Yeah, it was crazy. That would, like used to be up in my like hang up in my family's like wall for like years and years, and here we're all full circle making AI cover art.
You gotta find that, dude.
I know. I think about it periodically. I'm like, why? Where the hell did that go? But one
things.
of us has a rolling pin and instead of a shotgun. Not in this cover art. In the one that we
like,
took.
what, motherfucker? You better not be giving me no rolling pin.
But ChatGPT.
Why am I dressed like Aunt Jemima? What the fuck did you
when I first prompted it for the image?
Yeah.
Tried not to make it.
Interesting.
It said it violated its shit. I go. It's just a fun recreate, like a fun. I forget what I said. A fun something. A fun depiction of a ridiculous therapy question that we have, and I didn't even give it the therapy question, and then it was like, oh, okay, and then it did it, and then once it did it, like the initial one, then I could work from there and sculpt it.
So, true story, kid got my first. We all got CD players when we were kids for Christmas one year. That was lit as fuck. My sister got Amy Grant. One of my other sisters got Mariah Carey. My dad got me the Jurassic Park official soundtrack because my dad was super into classical music.
Is that what's his name?
John Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he did all the classics.
Right.
I think he got it too because he's like won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
You know, Kevin Hart's a got none.
But the first CD I ever got, and then I would initial things and get in trouble because they do the J with the P off of it, and I was like, that's tight. So I would do a J with an H off of it, and I used to get in trouble for signing.
Oh, gang.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm weird that you brought this up. As I be like scrolling more and more sometimes, my algorithm, dips into the conspiracy theories like everybody else's does.
Okay.
And so I try to minimize it. Like I'm not hitting likes on anything ever usually because I don't want it to box me in anything. But then but definitely not conspiracy shit. But anyways, conspiracy thing, it hit me, and I didn't realize because I've been doing more TikTok. TikTok's like longer forms, not just like 3 minutes. It can go like forever. It seems like.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this one was, but it was about the Stussy symbol.
Okay.
The S.
Yeah.
And it was like, and how it was the psyop. So basically it was like, think about it, like there was no like internet, like nothing like that. Nobody like told you how to do it, or it's like you somebody another kid told you, right?
Yeah.
Like, where did it come from? But everybody in America did it. I did it because my last name started with an S, so I did it probably more than most. And then it was explaining how like it just put these three, the six lines,
Yeah.
um, and then we connected the code, and it was like you like it, and it was like something about how your brain works, and it was like a test to see if they could how fast they could get like a code to, and then it was like, and then we all were just like boom locked in, and it worked.
I mean, maybe, but that's a pretty lame conspiracy. I mean, come on. If we're gonna get,
Well, I think it's probably lame how I'm describing
yeah,
it.
but then it's like just to see if they could get us to all draw an S.
No, it was like it was to all get brainwashed based upon like a certain like way that like the way that it like that you made the Stussy was the thing. It wasn't just Stussy itself.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And yeah, it was like the way to like I don't know, dude. Anyways, it was a psyop, yeah, Stussy.
I just debunked it in 2 seconds. So no, I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
I'll
No,
find
I'm just
that
messing
fucking
with it.
video and I'll send
Yeah,
it to
send
you.
it to me. I'll watch it.
But I but you don't have the gram anymore, so
Anybody, if
I hope
anybody,
it's on TikTok.
I'm about to come. It's just gonna be. I've been enjoying my break. I'm not even gonna lie.
I haven't been enjoying your break because now I can't send you shit.
Yeah, but it's like I've been able to just like focus and get shit done. I'm not doom.
Ugh,
No, I'm
cool.
dead serious. I'm just like not doom scrolling.
Okay, boomer. Like a old man's wet dream out here. He's sending me
That
fucking like
yard,
texts about
bro.
mowing his lawn. He
Well, I was
can't get to
gonna.
the phone, can't be on the gram because he's outside touching
I'm in the
grass,
future,
killing
dog.
grass.
Son. No, man. It's been dumping rain out here. It looks crazy. I'll send you because I sent you pictures before, but like now, bro, it's like
Unsolicited.
it's just like a huge patch of grass. It's fucking awesome. Especially whenever I think about where it was this time last year. It was like dirt, sand, roots. I was like digging holes, ripping trees out of the ground. It looked like shit. I mean, I can't. No, I'm being serious. I can't.
It was a shithole country.
I mean, I had like the chain link fence that had grown through these trees that were all dead, that were hanging, that were like 40 feet in the air. It was all
Dead
those.
like a dog.
I mean, I after I got the house and was here, people were like, "Oh yeah, like they had this shed in the back that was full of rats, and all these rats got in everybody's shit because they just didn't do a shit with the house. So when they redid it, they did everything but the yard. The yard was like fucked up, and now it's fucking awesome. So if I'm playing catch with Topanga, playing fetch, it's not like before.
Topanga the dog.
Yeah, it had a huge yard with no grass, so it's not like you can really play fetch with her and her not get covered in dirt. She like cut her paw last year running around trying to be wild. And it was like, and it's just because there's like thorns and stickers and shit. So to get rid of all of it's actually really nice. It's very satisfying.
Weta behind me.
There's a dog in there somewhere.
Somewhere in there. Eating grass, about to puke like 10 minutes before we hit record. Um, which she's done a couple times lately, but this time there's all these bees hanging out at this like faucet, like, and I forgot. And like, no, I was out there soaking a joint, and then like she's like over there, and then all of a sudden, and she's like allergic, but luckily she seems fine.
Well, that's good. I mean, aren't all dogs allergic? I feel like I've never seen a dog like
You
get
wouldn't
into it
know
with some bees and walk away unscathed.
if well if if they weren't allergic, you wouldn't they would like wear a. I wouldn't ever fucking know unless I have like witnessed her actually get stung.
Yeah.
So like she does flinch, but it's like, she like literally came into my bed one time with a fucking giant hole in like the side of her leg, and like nothing was wrong, and I had to like, but it was like midnight. I had to like wait. I was like up all night, like, and then she had to get stitches, but like I've seen her running like head first into a sliding glass door, and you wouldn't know if
Well,
anything was wrong.
I told you about the tarantula hawk and it dragging that spider across my yard. It
Yeah,
was all fucked
you
up.
actually sent me a video
Uh,
of a tarantula
oh yeah, I told you.
hawk dragging a comatose, not comatose. Like this is like this is like the step two, and like whenever they kill you, like where it's like they like where your body doesn't move, but you're still
No, it's when
alive.
the serial killer's like, I've paralyzed you and I've put you on this table, but you will feel everything. It's fucked
Right.
up.
Right. This is what Joseph sending me videos
I told you about it. I
of
feel
a
like you
wasp
didn't
doing that
believe
to a
me.
spider and then dragging it across
And the
his yard.
spider's huge. The spider's bigger than the wasp, like substantially bigger. It's fucked up. So saw some more fucked up shit. I can send you this video. I was outside and I'm digging up this last patch. So there's like I've cleared out everything. There's this back corner. It's underneath this tree. It's where I've put all this extra stone and shit I've pulled out of my yard. And I've just been stowing it in the back because no grass is growing there. But it's like my grass has exploded. So it's just like a fucking octopus. It looks crazy and it's taking over the yard. No, dude, I don't know how to describe it.
Exploded like an octopus.
Because it's so there's different types of grass, and Bermuda grass grows like a
Okay.
vine, so it like
Okay.
spreads out. So it'll be grass, and then there'll be these like tendrils of it coming out the backside as it's trying to spread. Like it grows over itself, it layers.
It has like tentacles.
Yeah, or tendrils, tentacles, testicles, whatever. They're doing their testicle thing in
Well,
the
you know that
backyard.
an octopus, each tentacle has its own nervous system,
Yeah,
so that's like a different brain on each one. And
yeah. They're
do
those
do we
octopi are
have
the real aliens.
do they have free will? And octopi's not even a real fucking
I
word.
know that's just fun to say.
Octopussy
Just
is
like
funner. Is
just like
funner to say, and funner's not a
funner's
real
not a
word.
word. More
Uh,
fun. My
One
mom
time
used
I
to
was really high
snap that shit
in
at
my
me.
game room, in my grounded. I was like smoking weed in my game room, and like my dad bust in. He might have had a couple drinks, and he's like, "I know you think that you're that everybody's stupider than you," and or like and kept saying that, and I go, "Okay," and I was like, just like grab the weed off the table. And I was like holding. I go, "Stupider is not even a word." He's like, "Fuck you," and he like leaves, and I was like, "Yes, you didn't see the weed."
That's great. No, so I'm out there and I'm digging up the last bits of this shit. And there's some gnarly stuff. Like I said, I mean, that's just one. That's me hanging out water in my yard, and I see some metal ass medieval wasp. Well, I'm out there, this little fucking wasp thing, and it looks different. Pops out of the ground, out of a hole. So that there's like this wild shit with wings that's burrowing all over these random spots. Because as the grass hasn't filled in yet, there's like sandiness. So there's just like weird shit that pops up, and it pops out because I've exposed it. Like I was tilling stuff up using a pickaxe, and I dug it out of the ground. This thing starts roaming around, and I'm like, I back the fuck up. I'm like, whoa, bro, what is that? It's skinny as shit, dude. You see some? You see arachnophobia spider get dragged off by a fucking drill bee Pokemon, dude. That's gonna fuck you
No,
up.
no, I thought I got over arachno. I thought I was over my arachnophobia when I took 7 grams of mushrooms and met a nice spider. But
I
you
sent
sent
you
me that
that
video.
video. I've
But the spider was getting like fucked. It was getting like raped. It was like it was tragic. It was sexual assault
it was just
and kidnapping and all sorts. And then they were gonna eat it. Okay, and then
so you've
also.
looked into what these are. They're crazy, man. They're fucked up.
Also, didn't know. I didn't look into this. Fuck you. No, I didn't. You told me more. I think he did,
I think
unless
I
I
might
heard
have
this
said
on.
it on the episode.
Unless I heard this on NPR or you told it on the episode. But like, is it? Don't they then they like hatch their baby inside the
Yeah,
fucking
they have
spider
their larva eats it. Like so they feed that spider to its like
in order for
larva
to them?
babies
Yeah,
to like
and then
become
die,
yeah,
right? And
basically,
then
yeah.
and yeah, so basically their whole thing is to go and like have babies inside a fucking tarantula that it like poisons, and then it dies,
Yeah.
and then all of its babies live on and go do that, go get other spiders, and then go have babies.
I had a meeting
Fucking
today. I had a
insane.
meeting
It's a
today.
wasp.
I had
It's
a
a wasp,
meeting.
mind you.
Well,
A wasp.
so I had a meeting today, and I brought it up. I was telling somebody about
You
it.
were telling people at the meeting, dude. I'm sure that went well. Did you
Well,
hit
no, no,
everybody with
no,
the
no.
video? Did you hit them
Somebody
on
asked. No.
the
There's a guy.
airplay,
There's somebody I sent it to, and I was like, dude, this shit's crazy. And this was like,
airdrop,
and this was,
whatever the fuck
and
it's called?
and this is like maybe 10 minutes after this happened. So I was like, what the fuck was that? Like I was trying to figure it out. Like my world had changed. I was more afraid of insects than I was before, and I told him. So he asked me. I haven't seen him since. And he's like, "Oh, you see any crazy spiders or anything in your yard?" Like, and I was like, "No." And then somebody's like, "What is he talking about?" So I
Yeah.
explained it, and he was like, "No." He tried to describe it to me, and then he sent me the video, and the video like fucked me up, man.
See, this is exactly what happened. See, that's like what happened with me and two girls in one cup. It's like people would bring it up and then be like, "What are you guys talking about?" And I have to show somebody else two girls one
And
cup.
then they're like, "Oh," but no.
Yeah.
So I till up this shit the other day, and this thing pops out. It's like black, like too black, but not iridescent. So it's not like
Too
shiny.
black.
Well, it's like like so black. It's like shiny. So it's just like midnight black, like a comic book black.
Like the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
Yeah, like it'd be blacker than the shirt, and the shirt's
Like
ain't
Whoopi
faded.
Goldberg's gums.
Black keys on a piano. Um, so this thing's pissed, and it's just walking around.
Like Wesley Snipes.
It's obviously looking for me, and I leave it alone. Then all of a sudden, this thing going around because I've tilled up a bunch. So there's all sorts of shit. I watch this thing come across a caterpillar and just go, "Dah!" Just stun this caterpillar, dig a hole, and just take it into the ground and disappear.
Not a caterpillar, man. Before it becomes a butterfly.
A big old green guy, like probably like this big, and dug a hole, and then was
Tragic.
like, and then like kept trying, like walking out, looking at it, then going
Oh,
back and making the hole bigger, and then going back, and then like tried to get it in, and it wouldn't fit, so it
try
backed
to
it
get it.
up.
Dude, I try to get it in, and sometimes it doesn't fit. And
That was true. Oh
I know
god,
that. I mean, all the time actually.
but it was it was super fucked up. I'm seeing all.
I had
It's
to
like a.
change the flex. I had to change the flex from some of the time to all the time.
But yeah, it fucked me up.
Oh man. Uh, you're fucking up the entire audience. Like, I don't know if we're like people are now hate. Like, I've always encouraged hate listening from episode one.
Yeah,
But now it might just be too much.
like all the.
People like get grossed out by the spiders, but
Well,
even the
yeah,
spiders are the victims here.
well, yeah, and I mean, I feel, but I mean, I don't. So for clarification, I don't spray really any chemicals. I don't spray to kill these bugs, like kill these spiders. Like I leave everything the fuck alone. I just
He
leave
just
it
sprays
alone.
them enough to where they're comatose, and then
I
he
mean,
drags them into his
my
house, and
yard.
then he does shit.
No, but like, no, but like, I mean, no, there is a rule. If a spider, a bug, anything gets inside the house, you're gonna die. Like
Gotta
you're
go.
inside. But
Gotta go.
if it's outside, I don't fuck with it. But by not fucking with it, I can't be near my fence in the backyard doing something. Now, if I look at the fence, there's gonna be a spider that's like this big, every time. There's like, I'm telling you, the trees have
Joseph, we have a
tarantula
podcast that's
burrows.
audio, so when he says this big,
Mm,
a $50
yeah, like a $50.
for
And
the
each time they
audience,
look
a
crazy.
$50
Oh
is an
my god.
American coin. I'm kidding.
Like the size of a watch face.
Dude, when I took Ware to
But
the
the
vet,
tarantula in that video is big.
okay, when I took the Ware to the vet recently with her mom, the vet and her mom were like talking about an apricot pit as a size as a measurement. I go like, and they both got it right away. I go, what the fuck? Not even an apricot.
Not a
An
peach pit.
apricot, maybe. I still weird.
No, but there's other things that are more common that if you were like, oh, it's about as long as an apple core, that'd be weird. Don't
Right,
say shit like that to people unless
apricot pit.
that's way too specific.
I forget who's. I don't know who said
Like
it.
what's up with you and
But the other
apricots?
person, was like, "Yeah, you're right, exactly that size." I go, what? I don't even know if I've ever had an apricot.
You'd be better off being like, oh, it's about the size of a shooter marble. You could say that to a room full of like Gen Zers.
A pog slammer.
Yeah, you could say, oh, shooter marble to a kid, and they might be like, oh yeah, like
No,
they
dude.
might know what that is. You say
I
apricot
don't.
pit, that's fucking weird.
I know. Well, this vet was weird. Like when he left the room for a second. Like, dude, we were talking. He told me about his ED, his erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
I took, because I told, well, actually, I told him that I stopped taking, because my dog takes Prozac the same amount as, I mean, put it on blast, but the baby mama, her mom. And then I took Lexapro. I go, yeah, stop taking Lexapro, um, but it made my dick soft, so I stopped. And then he goes, "Well, I've had ED," and then he just starts going into his ED troubles, and then I forget some other fucking thing he has. He had he had menopause. And I just go, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's that? I was like, what are you getting, like hot flashes and shit? And he goes, yeah, I get hot flashes. And I was like, oh fuck.
That's wild. That's
And
a
then so,
vet.
anyways,
That's an
he
interesting
the
vet,
vet.
dude.
And so then he leaves the room, and the baby mama goes, "You gotta stop talking to him." Like he's. She already told me that he was weird going in. Like I'd never met him before, but she did. Like he was the vet the time before. It used to be this really uh hot. She was Russian or not? Like which you know me and the Russians know, but Irish.
True. It's true.
She had an
Oh,
Irish, yeah,
okay.
and yeah, I used to, yeah, but she left, and she was like, "Whoa, whoa." But so we got this guy now.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But I had to stop talking to him. I was like, as soon as we started talking about our dicks, I was like, damn.
Yeah, well. All right. Therapy questions.
Yeah. All right. Therapy question number one: would you rather get dropped into Jurassic Park with a shotgun, and we'll say ample amount of shotgun shells?
I just have to say unlimited.
Okay, unlimited,
Mr.
like Russell.
Unlimited.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unlimited.
You need to get that on
He
your like
retired.
soundboard.
He retired.
Shout out. I drafted him as a rookie, my first rookie draft pick ever. Uh Russell Wilson, shout out. Pull one out. Sierra's not a man, y'all. Ha.
You heard it here first, you guys. I'm giving you a round of applause for that on the stream.
Question number one: would you rather get dropped into Jurassic Park with a shotgun or The Walking Dead with a sword?
I mean, you'd rather The Walking Dead with the sword. I mean, if it's The Walking Dead, they're not that fast. They don't really run after you. So, like, just based off of the danger level, now there are a lot of them, but dinosaurs is an uncontrolled variable. You could run into any kind of dinosaur. You're going to run into, like, one type of zombie, unless there's some, like, boss one or, like, a big, roid head who became a zombie, so he's a little bit scarier. But other than that, you definitely take Walking Dead with the sword.
I agree, and that's why I gave myself the sword in the cover art.
And you gave me the shotgun. That's
Except
really
for
nice.
I'm on the side of the dinosaurs and you're on the side of the zombies. So,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, if you guys want to be sticklers about
Now,
it.
the shotgun in with unlimited shells, I mean, you could do some serious damage, but I don't
For
think
sure.
you're not
And
going to have the freedom of
this is what I
mobility.
think. Oh, well, no. I think you could start fucking taming a lot of motherfucking dinosaurs once they see that you got a shotgun with unlimited shells. And now I'm flying on motherfucking not triceratops, on
Pterodactyl.
pterodactyls.
Maybe
And
that might kill you. That's probably just going to kill you.
not if I killed it and
Out of all the
all of its family. Not if I turned it
so
into the
think about
Gaza
this.
Strip up in that
If
motherfucker.
birds are dinosaurs, think about how terrifying a dinosaur bird was. Because birds are creepy as shit. I don't trust birds, bro.
Bro, have you seen Black Hawk Down? How many Somalians they killed? Like just from because they had the gun and they were just like I'm the only one with the shotgun, dude. It's Jurassic Park.
Nah, man. I'm just saying, think about
Click
it.
clack.
Because birds are weird. Like, right? Like some birds are fucking weird. Imagine a dinosaur bird.
Okay, well,
How
isn't there like
terrifying that would be.
well, aren't they all birds?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, birds
What
are
happened to that
descendants.
boy?
Birds are descendants of dinosaurs.
But
But
we're all stardust, you know what I'm saying? We're all descendants of the
so
stars.
they're
So might
very
as well
different,
become
right?
one.
Birds are
Might
small,
as
they
well become
fly.
one.
Birds are small, they fly, feathers, all that shit. Imagine a massive
Shout out Billie Eilish.
dinosaur version of that. So it's not like walking around, it's not a raptor, it's not a T-Rex, it's not one of these like ground bound. It was one of the original flying dinosaurs. That'd be horrifying. That might be scarier than running into any other dinosaur. Pterodactyl, some of them had huge wingspans. They were fucking massive. That would be
like your boy, 6'7". No, actual.
Yeah, you just did 6'7". You just did
I
it.
know.
You
I
did
know.
6'7", so that's you.
You did the. You're fumble. You're fumbling it. That's actually the fumble symbol. 6'7". Anyways,
Oh, I'm
I
looking
think
this
we
up.
agree. We agree that it's the sword because sword is also unlimited, and then you're just gonna start getting jacked from hitting so many zombies with swords. You know.
Yeah, there was one that had a wingspan up to 36 feet.
Oh, is
Stood at
that what you're looking at?
10 to 18 feet tall, making
Okay. Well,
them
this.
roughly the height of a giraffe on some of these, the largest
But are they nimble? You know what I'm saying?
pterosaurs. I gotta be somewhat. That would be. But I'm just saying, if you bumped into that, that would be terrifying.
I think they're okay. I think that
A
there becomes like
bird that's the size of a giraffe in height.
there's a graph though where your size becomes so big that like my like ability to maneuver becomes an advantage, and if you're not too big to maneuver, my shotgun is probably big enough to help me.
No,
No,
okay, and that's fine. But I'm not take the shotgun out of it. That would just be terrifying.
no, it was shotgun out of it. Then I'm
You'd be
rolling.
running away from it, and its wings, as it glided over you, would block out the sun. It would like be like under a cloud because it. Think about it: 36 feet, almost 4 stories in length.
That ain't shit. I can jump
18
4 stories.
as tall as a giraffe. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be like the most agile fucking thing, but if you were running from it in a field, it would probably catch you.
Uh, if a giraffe wore a tie, would it be at the top of the neck or at the bottom?
It depends. Bow tie at the top, regular tie down at the bottom.
Word, word. Therapy question number 2. You're granted the ability to make any person at any time shit their pants once a month, but in exchange, once a year, you will randomly shit your pants. Is making 12 people shit their pants worth you shitting your pants once a year?
See, that's like, is the revenge worth it? Whatever the revenge would be, to where you'd want to
This
do
is
that.
not
Because
revenge, homie.
if you're making
What
people
are we
shit,
always doing? What are
no,
we always doing?
no.
We're always
If
we're getting to the money. We're
if
getting to the
you're
money. Oh, am I on Kalshi betting whether or not uh motherfucking Taylor Swift's gonna shit her pants during the national anthem at the Super Bowl? Am I betting on that? Becoming a millionaire? Yes. That's just 1 month.
but I'm still saying you're gonna, but you can do it 1 month.
Am
So
I?
you're gonna
You don't even have to
you
do a
have that
Trump.
for
He's already
forever,
shitting
right? You have that power for forever.
once a month.
To shit your pants
Dude,
once
dude,
a year.
to
What
Barack Obama in February on Black History Month. Ooh.
what? That's way too specific. What?
Dude, that's how you hit it. That's how you would hit it in Kalshi, dude. Or Poly Market. I'm just trying to think of like celebrating the months. Like what's Women's History Month? You know, make a woman shit. What you know? like Christmas. You know, like
Do you have to do it?
Mariah Carey shit. Make Mariah Carey shit in
Do
Christmas. You
you
know,
have
while
to
she's
do
singing.
it
No, you don't have to.
so you can skip a month? Is it? That's what I'm saying. Because look,
Why
all
would you
I'm saying
not?
is this: if you
Well,
can,
why would you? Okay,
hold on. If
why would you
hold
throw it
on,
away?
if you're
Just make Putin shit his pants then
if
if
you're
you don't
gonna
want to do it.
if you're gonna have to shit your pants once a year,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Might
and
as
like,
well make Putin shit his pants at
yeah,
least
well, and
once.
you do that 12 months out of the year, and
You
then
could.
you'd have to go on the news and explain it, demonstrate your power in real time, so that people would be like, hey, that guy always shits his pants, so heads up. But that's the dude that has the power to make Putin shit himself. So
So
we gotta let it
you
slide
would
because
flex it?
I don't.
You would
Yeah, you
flex
would
it?
have to, otherwise you're gonna
No,
be
because
embarrassed.
no, because
Yeah,
no.
you
You
can
it
be out and
loses its
about shit.
power. It loses its power
No, it doesn't.
immediately because then Putin would be like, "I didn't actually shit my pants. That motherfucker over there made me shit my pants."
Yeah, but it'd just be funny.
And
It'd be
then
embarrassing. It would. You would have
no,
to do it. You look at this point. He would be so far gone. You would have made Putin like shit his pants 10 times
well,
before
he's
you
already,
would then.
and the reason why I say Putin is because this is what I like to bring this up whenever we can. Putin fell down the stairs at the Kremlin and shat his pants. Really, this actually did happen in real life. And the funniest fucking part about that is that story got out to me and you. Not like I have like secret information. I'm saying
Yeah,
that it's
well,
kind
damn.
of no. Just
Santos
that
hooking you up, dude. Shout
no,
out
no,
Santos,
that
friend of
it's
the pod.
just that somebody saw that, told somebody who told somebody who told somebody who told somebody to the point where like I heard that. I think is amazing.
Yeah, but
And
I
then
mean, I don't
that
think.
was and then Putin decided to start a war.
I wouldn't do it if honestly, if I had the option to do that or not, I wouldn't because I just don't want to shit my pants at any random time in front of any random people. That just sounds miserable.
Oh, dude, no, it's worth it. The strategery that you could use here.
Unless you bet and you were so rich that it was just like you flip the bill so nobody cared if you shit yourself. Then they're like, oh
You
well,
could bet one time on the shitting, like the kid who just ran on the fucking Knicks, the NBA Finals game. Do you see that?
yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you had money on it. Will somebody run on the court? Guaranteed. That dude made cashed in. I sent you the fucking thing. George Santos bet on himself uh, to not show up at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, but then on TV said everybody that he was going, and then made a place a bet that he wasn't gonna go and won. Fucking dude, it's insane. Dude never loses, dude. He never misses, bro.
That's true. Shout out George Santos. Like he's
Dude.
inspiration, friend of the pod.
He was like, he was so pissed that Paulie Market wasn't around when he was peak scheming, dude.
No, but no, but now it just means he's seasoned. Like he sees these little cracks that other people aren't because he's a seasoned vet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out George Santos. Get his motherfucking people to call us. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've
We had
wondered
the
how much it would
we talked
cost.
about we talked about cash no cash bail like twice, maybe once or twice on the pod. All of a sudden, the fucking spokesperson for the bail bondsmen are just hitting me up like, "Yo, we have to get on the pod." Where's George Santos people? We talk about him all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Dude,
I he's great. It went from us like originally being flabbergasted and somewhat disgusted at how wild and scammy he was, but then his dedication, his perseverance,
to the crime.
his courage.
Yeah,
He showed
thank you,
a lot of
You
qualities.
forgot patriotism.
Well, yeah, but patriotism, it was we saw so many qualities that we wish our leaders would have that it became
and guess what? It's
admiration.
Pride Month,
I admire him.
it's Pride Month, and so
And then he got pardoned. George Santos, regardless of what happens, while cementing his legacy in politics, not just in New York, but in just like overall U.S. politics,
in the world
as
politics.
top 150 scammiest motherfuckers to ever exist in government, he then got a pardon.
And his drag name, because it is Pride Month, Katara Ravache.
Oh, in Brazil?
Yeah.
Or is that now?
It's ongoing. It's
okay,
on.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Does it ever go away? Katara Ravache.
Yeah, but
He says that's categorically false, but then later embraced it.
Yeah, no, shout
and
out George.
Briefly revived it for celebrity video.
But shout out George Santos.
On Cameo. Jorge.
Yeah, but he's a great cameo. George Santos for life.
Of course, he probably has made some of the most.
Yeah.
We should have get him on the Cameo.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, my fantasy football league got. You remember he got John Gruden.
Yeah.
Man, and he just crushed. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I closed that. Therapy question number 3. Would you rather fight one chimpanzee inside a Costco with a membership card, of course, or one kangaroo inside a trampoline park, like Sky Zone?
Kangaroo in a trampoline park. Chimpanzee inside a Costco is a horrible idea. There's that other like chimpanzee movie that just came out and it just like murders everyone.
Chimp Crazy?
Maybe careful. Don't go Chud the Builder route. Don't be
Chimp
careful.
Crazy?
Just chimpanzee.
We talked about Chimp Crazy.
No, I know. Yeah, but that. Well, no, Chimp Crazy was. Oh my god, I totally.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
That.
Yeah, what do you?
That was
mean,
like
dude?
Tiger King on crack, dude.
Bro, yeah,
that was still one of the most fucked up things I've ever
You're so
seen.
traumatized by that you blocked that out for a second.
Yeah, I forgot about it. No, but if a chimpanzee got its hands on you, it would probably just destroy you. They're like a million times stronger than us, and it's a bad idea throughout history. People who've kept chimpanzees, I mean, chimp crazy being one, they end up hurting people, so it's a really bad idea. Kangaroo in a trampoline park, like I got moves. I'd
Oh,
probably jump. I'd be more controlled in the
like
air.
Jagger, like
Yeah,
Jagger.
I like Jagger in the air on a trampoline in the trampoline park. So what I'm saying is like I would be able to outmaneuver the
Shout
kangaroo
out Benny Blanco.
because it would be new to the trampoline game, but I'm a seasoned vet, and
Oh,
I think that I'd be able to use the environment and the trampolines to my advantage. I think it'd be like I don't think it'd be comfortable. It'd be like thrown off. It'd be like, whoa, this shit's bouncing. I'm already bouncy. Why is this bouncing? He'd be double bouncing himself, dude. His knees would buckle. That's
dude,
it.
only three.
Done.
There's only three things I'm doing on a trampoline. That's making out, looking at shooting stars, and smoking joints, homie.
Or I'm just saying, or I'm in a trampoline park, I'm fighting some kangaroo. And everybody who is there would be like, whoa, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like a chimpanzee in a Costco, like there might be other
Are you
people
whooping a
that get hurt.
kangaroo's ass because it's Australian?
No, I don't want to. I'm telling it to calm down and then telling I don't want
Uh,
to do this.
but you have to.
Yeah, I have to. And since he's Australian, he's,
What's the crazy? I don't
calling
know,
me the
man. I
C
could get.
word and a bunch of other stuff because that's what Australians do, and he's trying to fight me. And I'm like, hey, dude, this
I'm calling the chimp out. I'm saying, chimp, meet me in the knife section and let's go.
like I'm at Urban Air, and I'm like, hey, why is this like
I got a Kirkland chef's knife,
This
and
kangaroo
it's
keeps
yes chef
calling
from
me
here on out.
kangaroo keeps calling me the C word and
C
bouncing
word.
around. Well, because he's Australian. Australians throw that word
Calling you
around. Yeah,
cunt.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The word that shan't be said.
Cunt.
I'm not saying it, but
You're not gonna say cunt.
that's not what I really want to on the pod.
Well, then I'll see you next Tuesday
I
because
think
we
that's
record this
better.
on
But
Tuesday.
no, I'm saying Australians throw it around. That's like it's just not an American thing. So I feel like if I'm in an urban air and there's a kangaroo picking fights, calling people the C word, I like my chances on like a backflip twist. I'd become an addict because
Ugh,
it wouldn't know what to
ugh.
do, and then its tail would throw it off. Like I
But
thought, I don't
what
think
if
it.
you twist an ankle?
I mean, what if it twists an ankle or breaks its
I don't know.
tail? I
Do
think
they
it's gonna
have
have problems.
ankles?
Yeah, they're just like I mean, they're kind of
Feet
weird.
are big ass feet, dog.
Yeah, they could
Trampoline is
break
like
their
that's
feet.
like, dude, a
Get a Liz
trampoline
Frank,
park.
dude.
You fighting a kangaroo in a trampoline park is like a spider trying to fight me in the shower. It's over for the spider, dude. I'm King Poseidon up in that bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'd much rather do
No,
that
no,
than
no,
a
no, no,
chimpanzee in a
no, 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 no,
Costco.
no, no. The
Well,
kangaroo is me in the shower. You're the spider.
no.
Kangaroo, all it does is jump.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna
it's
get
not going to
jumped.
be used. No,
It's gonna jump, and then it's gonna jump you.
it's not going to
You're gonna get jumped
understand.
out by
No,
a
it's
kangaroo.
not going to understand how
I
to
jumped in.
use the trampolines properly. It's not going to know how to do that.
It's gonna know so quickly.
No,
Bro, it's gonna be going
a
off the walls,
chimpanzee in a
literally.
Costco is going to
Vans,
be
start paying your
chaos.
boy.
It's going to be climbing racks and dropping down on you from the sky.
Dude,
Like,
I'll be counting racks after I fucking knock out this chimpanzee in
oh my
Costco.
god, you're ridiculous,
Dude, it's gonna be snoring.
No.
Snoring.
no.
I won't kill it though because I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh my god.
Even though I could.
Yeah, sure.
In Costco? $1.50 hot dog?
I don't know what you're gonna do with that. Are you gonna kill
Eat it while I look at a snoring chimpanzee because he got knocked the fuck out like I was Debo. Final therapy question. Would you rather spend one night in a haunted hotel or one night in a hotel where every guest is a toddler?
Definitely a haunted hotel.
Definitely?
Yeah, that sounds like it's loud, annoying. That just would be the most bizarre shit ever. Every guest is a toddler. So there's just a bunch of random kids running around, dude.
Toddlers and tiaras.
Somebody's gonna call CPS on you, and it's like none of them are even my kid. I just booked a room. I got it on Travelocity.
Well,
I
that's
thought this was
that's
this
that's
is a good
the
deal.
clause here. The clause here is you're not responsible for any of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're responsible. Who knows what the
No, I
fuck's
get
gonna
that part. I
happen?
get that part. I get the
How
empathetic
many
part where
times does the
you're gonna be like,
ambulance
oh
get
fuck, I
called?
gotta help this toddler out. You're gonna have to help all these toddlers out
Uh,
because
how many times does an ambulance get called? Is the staff
oh,
toddlers?
right away,
That
right
would be
away.
the most.
No, just a guess, just a
That's
guess.
even weirder. That would be the That'd be
Ambulance is in
so
and out. It's just
creepy
in and
and
out. We're
un.
setting up in an infirmary like downstairs, like in the conference room. Because what do we need a conference room? It's
That would be
toddlers.
so unnerving and weird. That would be a nightmare.
I'm picking toddlers every day because you're telling me like now ghosts exist for sure, and I'm up in the hotel where they're all at and
Yeah,
fuck
you'd
that.
walk away with it a better story than like, hey, I stayed at the toddler hotel. Like, no, that sounds
Dude, I mean,
no.
don't you think that there's like a there's a
It's
limit
gonna
to
be
these
so
toddler?
loud, so annoying. They're gonna be knocking on your door all night.
Maybe they like all nap
They're
at
just
the
on the
exact same
loose.
time.
No, they're not. They're gonna be loose.
You don't think that they'll all like they'll like in like a symbiotic like oh we're all tired of this they'll wear each other out at the same time.
They're all gonna
They
hit
all
their.
have
They're all gonna hit their mini bars at the same time. Eat all the sugar, all the
no
M and
fuck.
M's. They're left unattended. There's gonna be drunk toddlers running. This is a nightmare, dude. You're insane. Absolutely not. I want no part of that.
What
Both
if
of
it's a
them will
lit?
change your life.
What if it's like the Four
Both of
Seasons?
them will change their life.
What if it's the Four
One of
Seas?
them you could go on like.
What if it's the Ritz?
One of them you could go be on some weird podcast
What
and
if it's
talk
the
about your
Trump?
ghost
What if it's the Trump
on like your
Plaza?
talk about like your ghost hotel story. The other one would like I think you'd be that would fuck you up, man. You're like, yeah, I was
Our
going to
tod
get
I say
ice at the
this is
ice
how much I know
machine.
about.
I
This is how
was
much I know. Are toddlers potty trained?
no, normally they're working on it. Hopefully your
They're what?
kids get like I'm like, what's the toddler age? Like they're just gonna get more annoying and more mobile. It's not like it's like a higher number is gonna be any better.
I agree, but like at least them being able to go to the bathroom like
Yeah,
by
but they're not
themselves.
gonna they're just gonna do it anywhere. So it's not like it's going in the toilet. I guarantee you that. There's gonna be shit.
Even
I
if they
went
knew
to the
how to.
ice machine and there was shit all in the hallway, and then I saw a toddler fall down the stairs. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. How do I know? Do I think it's yes? And one of these kids is gonna fall down the stairs. They're gonna break the elevators. They're gonna do all sorts of
I mean,
wild shit. No, you're insane.
if I just like just post up in the room service.
They'll be banging on your door. You're the only adult there. So if anybody sees you get there and they need help, they're gonna know exactly. They're gonna be like, "Hey, Mister," if they can talk. Half of them won't be talking.
Yeah. That's another good
It'll
question.
just be
Can toddlers talk?
screams and wild sounds. Get out of here. And kids are great. A hotel full of nothing but toddlers and adults just
Okay,
like
what about
meandering.
ghosts, motherfuck?
At least it'd be a ghost. I'd be like, hey, like
How do you know How do you know? Why is the ghost even here?
if it was the ghost of a
Yeah,
toddler, that
well,
would be
yeah.
a nightmare. That would be a
Yeah,
nightmare. That would be even worse because then you couldn't
yeah.
escape it. It
Haunted
would
by
just
toddler
crawl
ghosts,
through the
dude.
wall, dude. Follow
Crawl
you.
through the wall. That's the
Yeah,
name of my next album.
that's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Crawl through the wall. All right, there you have it, y'all.
Crawl through the wall, the bang, diggy, 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 set the monkey's head up, chuck the boogie.
Why is it Kid Rock now?
Because it just said crawl through the wall, ball with the ball. It's like
No,
close
no, it's
enough.
not like that.
It
It's
was
not
close
like that.
enough.
Yeah, well,
I didn't see you come with it, and I saw you nod your head. So fuck you.
yeah. Crawl through the walls coming.
Article.
On to the articles. Oh, real quick.
Boo.
What do you think about this?
I
I didn't post last week's episode. You never said anything. As it was rendering, I fell asleep, woke up, my computer restarted, and never got saved. This is episode 226. There is no 225 on the audio, only on the video.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. So we've been off for 2 weeks on audio. Also,
Oh, because there's only 1 week on my. Oh Oh, my bad.
No, that was my bad. Also, what do you think if I bleached my hair?
Fuck you. Okay, we're getting in the articles. Markets whiplash as AI sell-off resumes. New York stocks swung in volatile trading Tuesday as investors sold AI-related names, rotated into other sectors, and took profits after a strong rally in recent months. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite opened higher before dropping more than 3.6% in rapid reversal during trading, but investors stepped in to buy the dip, and by the closing bell, Nasdaq was down only 0.97%. Similarly, the S&P 500 fell more than 2.2 before dip buyers stepped in. The S&P ended the day just down 0.26%. The Dow, which has less exposure to tech, gained 86 points or 0.17%, recouping losses after tumbling about 575 points earlier. After the extraordinary rally this year, semiconductor makers bore and burnt of the selling. Declines in tech and AI stocks, including the chip makers, weighed on major indexes. It's not unusual to see a period of consolidation after exceptional performance, said Bill Northerly, senior investor director at the U.S. Bank of Asset Management. The fundamentals underpinning the chip maker rally this year are real, Northerly said, but the other sector has such strong performance, it should be expected to be. There are doubts of consolidation or bouts of consolidation as enthusiasm ebbs and flows. The Nasdaq and S&P on Friday had their worst day so far this year. Markets rebounded on Monday, but the volatility picked up again on Tuesday, halting the rebound. Um, there's been a lot of buzz where people are saying they're selling off because, like, what, crypto's taken a big hit recently. Didn't Bitcoin drop down to about 60K recently?
61.5 right now, dude. And not and that's going down.
Yeah,
Uh
it's lost.
um okay, so a couple theories here. We're back on that finance tip. People okay, SpaceX is
Yeah, they're
going
about to
IP.
buy into SpaceX.
So people could be liquidating from Bitcoin to buy into SpaceX on both in real stocks and Bitcoin is the theory. Because you think a lot of people who have like Tesla, and then Tesla could be,
He's
hurting
gonna
from
get
that too.
bought by SpaceX.
Merge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just that so it'll be a conglomerate. It'll be SpaceX, XAI, X like Twitter, Starlink,
and Tesla.
and Tesla. And I forget what happened to the Boring Company, and then also Neuralink or whatever the fuck.
I don't know. They gave that one guy the ability to like play like Call of Duty with his
Born.
eyes or some shit, and he was like, "That's it. Like we did it."
I know. I just saw like a clip where this guy was like, they're gonna have to like invent a new category for me because and he was talking about like on Call of Duty how he's just like faster. He's like sometimes like the guy like I'll like before I even think about what I'm about to think about, the guy moves to what I was about to think about. I was like, great. Uh, um, I'm glad that Elon did that for you, dude.
Touch grass, bro.
Like Joseph out here
Yeah,
mowing
come, yeah,
moss,
come walking the
spiders,
old
all
man's
that.
wet dream back there.
That's right, old man wet dream caterpillars getting drug on the ground like a
Yep,
motherfucker.
tarantula. Watch out, dude. Come step on my grass, bro.
To I double dare you,
It's the
motherfucker.
Wild West out there. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want none of
Bitcoin
this.
down to 1613 just since I told you 615.
There's a lot of people that have lost a lot of money in
Dude, we move
Bitcoin,
markets out here. We used
but
to. I used to feel like we moved markets. Like all the crypto picks we were making in the beginning of this podcast, they were like they would move,
yeah,
in a positive direction. But the CEO of Bank of America, I don't know if it's the CEO or just like a conglomerate of fuckers from. I like to used to call it Skank of America.
yeah,
But then our boy Warren Buffett, uh, Berkshire Hathaway bought it during the '08 shit, and then I think they rolled it out and sold it, but maybe not. They might still own. They probably still own a shit ton of it. Anyways, so it's not as skanky as it used to be. But anyways, they came out with like a fucking futures annual report, quarterly report, And in it, Bank of America CEO says that it's frothy. He didn't use that word, but I'm using that word. And now would be a good time to take profits, which means sell. But yeah, because like shit's expensive. Like SpaceX is supposed to come out. It's IPO, initial public offering for y'all. It's a privately owned company, but now it's gonna be available in the stock market. To people can you and I can buy shares in SpaceX now, and it's like
Yeah,
that conglomerate that we just said. That's what
change
an
the
IPO means.
rules.
Oh no, they didn't. They were going to, but they didn't.
Okay.
What just was referring to is they were just gonna throw them up on the S&P 500 because it's all
Well, no, they lowered the. It was like what from you can only up to 2,000 something like that. Like they changed a bunch of rules to where it opens it up for more people being able to buy it. Or was that for the S&P?
I think that's for the S&P.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's in the S&P, that means automatically like a bunch like because people have index funds, where you just buy every stock in the S&P. So if the S&P goes up, it goes up. I actually had one, like on the S&P. I had a reverse one, where it was shorting the S&P, and it's like a hedge, and I got in for like $10 a share, bought like a shit ton of it. But like during '08, it hit like $4 million a share. That's a hedge. And like during the tariffs, when the tariffs went off, like it went from like $10 to like $500 a share. It was
Damn.
like the easiest fucking prediction ever. Anyways, that's the side thing. But you can just buy an index fund where it just tracks the S&P. If you did that and just didn't, if Donald Trump did that and nothing else with his money, never invested it, the money that his daddy gave him, he'd be like way, way richer than he ever is. Like right now, he'd be like had billions and billions of dollars, but instead he blew it all away and then had to like grift his way to get to like 4 billion just like over the last year. That's another side note. Uh, but like pension funds and shit like that, like and like colleges, like their funds, like all these like big like mass funds, like they have index funds. So then like it's like once you're in your stock goes in there, like your company is in like one of these indexes, the Nasdaq, S&P 500, or the Dow Jones,
Yeah.
then like automatically people are buying it just because they have shares in the index, so
Yeah.
those index funds have to purchase the stock. And so I think that's what you're referring to, but they're not automatically getting in there. And usually and this will be the biggest IPO ever, um like market cap, and they're saying 1.7 trillion is what they're filing it at, which is insane. Remember, like we talked about unicorns.
Yeah.
Unicorns used to be your company is worth $1 billion before it goes on the stock market. This is worth almost $2 trillion before it goes on the stock market. Anthropic is just filed for its IPO. OpenAI just filed today for its IPO. So, and all those two are considered close to $1 trillion companies. That's $3 trillion companies going onto the fucking stock market this year. It's like shit's bananas. But the thing about SpaceX is you're getting a 90, like they call it the price versus earning ratio. It's like what's the PE, like what's the PE multiple that you're getting, like so
Yeah.
for yeah, like for Amazon, right? You like their stock is cost 4 times their earnings, 4.5 times their earnings,
Well,
right?
Tesla's was insane, correct?
Tesla's insane, right? But just give you an example, like Amazon's is not insane, right? Like a Toyota, yeah, like Toyota is like 1, 2 times earnings. Tesla's like fucking SpaceX. This thing they're doing, 94 times earnings. That's what they're pricing it at. 94 times how much the money they fucking make is what you're gonna buy the stock for. My business guru Prof G says uh the IPO when it goes out, that will be a 10-year high for that stock that day because it's only gonna go down. He said if you're gonna trade it, you get the first trade. If somehow you get like shares in it before like as soon as it goes public, trade it. It's not worth 1.7 trillion. It's worth like it's like where you get like this Elon bump, so you can double it, which is fucking annoying, but it's worth like 600 billion. And then you could say 1.2 trillion. And then you're like, oh, 1.2, 1.7, that's $500 billion difference. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just been interesting because, yeah, like you said, there's been a lot of decline kind of across the board, including in crypto. That's a huge dip. I
Yeah, it's a
mean,
correction for sure.
huge correction on Bitcoin and a lot of cryptos, which is just interesting to see. But I mean, we've seen it drop. There's lots of times I was like, man, when it fell down to like, I should have bought it when it was like, bought a ton of it when it was like 1,000 or some shit, you know? Like, but then it's like, damn, there's lots of times where I almost bought some when it was like 50 or 60. And I was like, damn, man, I'm really glad. Cause,
I was thinking about the homies right now, like that all like were like, yeah, bought it at like 60, and just like being like kind of like I got FU money because it's like 110 now or whatever the fuck, and I'm thinking like I guarantee you they all held it,
yeah,
you know.
there's some people that there's different names, diamond hands, where they don't touch it. They buy it and they just never
What do you
touch
mean?
it.
Of course, dude. Of course, we're out here coining shit like that out on this podcast.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the Iron Ape Tyson, man.
Yeah.
Diamond hands only.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Next article. So I just thought this was interesting. Been a lot of buzz about our boy, my Texas favorite, Ken Paxton. If you're a listener, you've heard me bitch about Ken Paxton and Greg Abbott for a very long time. It's almost great that he has now won the primary runoff uh, against like old school establishment Republican John Cornyn, just because Ken Paxton is basically the epitome of everything that's wrong with politics, even more so than
No,
Donald
no, no.
Trump.
Everything that's wrong with Earth.
Yeah. So to see him be elected, it's really become like public knowledge now. Like now I don't know, I guess I live in Texas, so it's a little bit different, but now people across the globe are realizing how big of a piece of shit Ken Paxton is, and it's
For
great.
the audience, Texas is a state where like Big X the plug is from.
Yeah, okay, yep,
I'm,
there you
I'm just kidding. I'm just
go.
kidding.
But in this article, Ken Paxton's former lawyer on why he's voting for James Tellerico. So that's where they've said in Texas, um, it's almost like the stars have aligned perfectly because you have such a bad candidate. James Tellerico is extremely likable, so it's like we'll see what
Ken
happens.
Paxton is the bad candidate.
Yeah.
James Tellerico is a good
Well, and
candidate.
it's not.
He's the Democrat
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't like
and
James
palatable
Tellerico,
to these Christians.
it, it, I'm trying to think of a comparison. It'd be like you have
I'll tell you a
Phil
comparison. It's fucking
Spector.
no.
No, hold
It's
on, hold on.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, no, you have Phil Spector in a room, or you could be with Bobby Brown. Is Bobby Brown a bad person? Maybe he's not the best. You don't like Bobby Brown? That's fine. Phil Spector murdered somebody and is in prison for the rest of his life for murder.
Who's got the better drugs?
Total, but oh, that's a good question.
I know.
Probably Phil
I was I was
Spector.
I was gonna go
Probably
so
Phil
about Bobby
Spector.
Brown, and I was like probably Phil
No,
Spector.
but like
Also,
it's
hold up. Phil Spector used to hang out with my homie's dad, the commissioner of my fantasy football leagues. He's like a big producer.
yeah.
He was saying something, and I was like, I go, is that Phil Spector? And he goes, yeah. Like he was talking about like how he's like over at the crib, dude.
Yeah, he's crazy. But no, I mean it's just a bad look. So for the former impeachment attorney for Attorney General and Republican Senate candidate Ken Paxton on Tuesday said he believes that Democratic nominee James Tellerico is the better candidate in the race, which is huge. Okay, this has just popped up. Here's a list. His past troubles, felony securities fraud charges. He was indicted in 2015, federal corruption investigation for bribery and abusive office allegations. His own aides reported him in. The senior staff went to federal investigators. He was impeached by his own party. So Texas House Republicans voted to impeach him. He was acquitted, but that's crazy in Texas. Um, that's absolutely
His own AIDS turned him in, and he also has AIDS.
wife. And then here you go. Wife filed for divorce on biblical grounds and nearly 300,000 in restitution deal. He reached a settlement in a securities case revolving around I believe it was using campaign funds shady real estate deals. Like this guy's just a scumbag. But yeah, he said he thinks he's better than candidate. I do not wish Ken any ill will. Wild. But I don't harbor any resentments for the man. I don't. I just don't think. I just think Tellerico's the better candidate. I think he's focused on the issues that Texans care about, and I think he'll do a good job. In Ken Paxton's election speech, he was like, Tellerico's a vegan. He was making like all these wild claims about him being a vegan, just stupid shit. Cogdell, who represented Paxton both in the impeachment trial and during his federal securities fraud investigation, announced Monday that he'd be voting for Tellerico over his former client in the November general election. He told Cabrera that while he had fulfilled his constitutional duty to represent Paxton vigorously, the Constitution does not require me to vote for him or endorse him. That's wild. Like, to think that this guy did his best to keep you out of prison and then is walking away being like, nah, I can't fucking vote for that guy. That's wild. It's like he was disgusted with him the entire time he was his client.
Yeah.
Like, right? I mean, because that he's got to know that that like is a bad look. Cogdell had been enthusiastic a supporter of Paxton's. Last year, he donated $6,500 to the Paxton campaign. The Federal Election Commission records show, and in March he donated $1,000 to Tellerico's campaign. Dang, you shortchange him, my boy. I believe he's focused on things Texans are concerned about, like gun violence, education, and healthcare. Man, if Ken Paxton loses this, I don't know how he wins it. Like they're interviewing people on the streets in Texas. There's one, it's a great interview. It's his husband and wife. They asked the husband, he's like, well, I voted for Paxton. I don't like Cornyn. He hasn't always been with Trump. And I just don't think he's done anything wrong. And they asked the wife, and she's like, Ken Paxton's a crook. Like that's the first thing out of her mouth. Like Texans, he is more hated than Greg Abbott in Texas. And I know Greg Abbott keeps getting reelected. It's because the only polling places they put up in most counties is in retirement homes. But people hate Ken Paxton more than they hate Hot Wheels Abbott.
Oh, he's just more. It's weird. Just yeah, it's like
He's
objectively a worse
and
person.
they're gonna have to use so much money, so much. The Republican Party is gonna have to spend so much money to try to get this fucking crook elected. That's just gonna like submarine other campaigns that are gonna need those funds that will be closer, because if they lose Texas, it's such a bad look overall that I do like, and then him being the candidate they pick makes it even worse. Like it's just yeah, you could be pro Trump, love everything, be from Texas, hate Ken Paxton, and be like, why the fuck would you pick this guy? Like I I was talking to my dad, and my dad was like, well, Cornyn's not that bad. And there's times where it's like my dad's, you know, chemical engineer, worked in big oil. Like, I get it. My dad's pretty much, he's not a big Trump fan. He's not a big fan of what the Republican Party has become. But he's just like, Ken Paxton? Like, how is this even
To me, it's
possible?
just the natural fucking progression of what was going to happen. Of course,
It's
it's
just
Ken
going to get more and
Paxton.
more extreme.
He's the final boss, you know.
The
Maybe not the
Texas
final
final
boss.
boss.
Yeah, yeah. It always was Ken Paxton.
Yeah.
It was Ted Cruz holding his fucking beer for him.
Yeah, it was him the whole time. He had no idea.
Ted Cruz had to pave the way.
It wasn't Kershaw with his eye patch. It was reality.
Yeah.
In reality, it was Paxton who took that eye.
It was me the whole time, guys.
Yeah.
Fucking Wizard of Oz.
Calls are coming from inside the house. Yeah.
Yep.
The fraud's coming from inside the house.
Dude, I mean, you are better off. Dude, you are
grounds.
way the fuck better off if he does become senator instead of him being your attorney general. Because him as your
he's in the process of being
like
disbarred. There's people who file petitions
but
for him to be
but
disbarred.
that affects he could affect your life so
He's
much worse as an attorney general.
He's not acting attorney general because he's been suspended from his office. Like, because he's currently like in under the process of having a disbarment investigation. Like, so absurd. So I mean, we'll see what happens, but I just found that very interesting that the person who represented him and kept him out of prison is like, nah, bruh, it's a no-go for me. That's crazy. It is a little bit of political theater, because he's choosing to announce it and have it be some big conversation, but I do find it very just telling about what, because this is going to be a pretty dirty campaign, and I'm really curious to see how these debates go, the things that are brought up, because it's going to be beyond anything we've seen, and we've seen some circus shit over the past 8 to 10 years, but this is going to be because this it's insane. And now he's given these like crazy deals, like, so that's the big thing that's coming out, is a lot of these deals that he cut with people who were like convicted child abusers, like had some really bad apples that he cut deals. So now in Texas, it's like, oh, we're hearing about all these Ken Paxton Epstein style deals that he cut with people. That's crazy. If they're saying that, that's wild. Even if it's not true, that sounds so bad. So bad.
What's an Epstein style deal?
Like where, he, on his first conviction, where he was given, the Florida State Attorney General gave him that deal where he basically was on house arrest, didn't have to report. That's one of the big issues with the Epstein case, is the fact that the original deal that he signed, I can't remember, I don't know why I can't remember what that attorney general's name was, but he became Trump's Secretary of Labor, and then he resigned pretty much immediately because,
Oh, Alex Costa.
yeah, Acosta, because there it is, because he cut this deal, but it was any of the co-conspirators couldn't be named, brought to trial, questioned, no charges for anybody else that was involved or him, that Epstein couldn't be, like, not retried, but there was no, like, the investigation would stop once he served this. So there's a lot of things that make it hard as to why they can't find out who the co-conspirators were in the first go round of Epstein allegations and all of that, because of the deal that Acosta
It's
cut with
yeah. It's
him.
like
It,
it's like
it sealed it away without
it's called like
prejudice.
with yeah.
Yeah, so it's he, and that's why he ended up resigning from the cabinet, was strictly because that became public knowledge. So they're saying that it's allegedly,
Why is he in the cabinet anyways? And
exactly,
fucking why is Donald Trump Jr. getting married to Epstein's banker's daughter? That's what I remember. That's another conspiracy hit me on the reels.
but well, yeah, and it makes you wonder, like, then why did Trump put him in his cabinet?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Why is he
that's all. That's
connected,
all
dude? It's
shiesty.
just fucking
But
gross.
that if there might be some deals like that Ken Paxton has cut with people in the state of Texas, which would be
Of course.
devastating.
And
At
the most obvious thing
this
ever.
point, that and if, especially with what his history is and his wonky ass fucking eye, like, I just can't, like it. It's like, if he was this big of a sleaze bag, that'd be one thing, but he's horrible to look at, and he's a sleaze bag. You're just like, oh, you're greasy. You're not even like you don't even like try to be smooth about it. You don't even like, you're putting in zero effort. You're just sleazy as fuck. Like, he's like a fucking possum of a person. And that's just because possums are kind of gross. Like, they can be sweet, but possums are gross, bro.
Fuck a possum.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fuck with possums like that.
I don't fuck with possums like that either.
And they're always like, oh, I'm dead. I'm like, what a bitch, dude.
Bitch ass possum. Actually, one time my dog brought a possum, Argus, to the door. It was a baby possum, and we nursed it back to life. Not, it wasn't dead, but we got like shit from like
You let
a
them
pet
recoup,
store.
and you got them back out there.
That's right.
Yeah, bridging that
Fuck,
gap, one possum at
fuck,
a time.
fuck a possum. What if he was just pretending the whole time?
True.
You never know.
Article number 3: impeachment sought after federal judge sought against federal judge over allegations of sex in the chambers. Shout out, lying to investigators.
Shout out.
That's wild, bro. That's some wild. That's some wire shit. 2 congressional Republicans from Georgia have introduced impeachment resolutions against a federal judge in Atlanta who was disciplined after an investigation found she had sex with a police officer in her chambers.
I'm gonna
Attended.
crawl through the wall. I got sex in the
I mean, and
chamber.
now it is pretty wild. And then it's attended a partisan political event and lied to the investigators looking into the alleged misconduct. Um, U.S. Reps Clay Fuller and Andrew Clyde filed resolutions against U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross. Clyde wrote Tuesday on social media that Ross's deeply disturbing actions prove she is incapable of displaying integrity or impartiality. She must be impeached and removed from the bench. It's up to the House Judiciary Committee to decide whether to start the impeachment proceedings against Ross. Federal judges are appointed for life and can only be removed from the bench through impeachment. A person who answered the phone at the judge's chambers Tuesday said Ross had no comment. Ross was nominated to the Northern District of Georgia in 2014 by our boy Obama, a Democrat, and she was confirmed by the Senate in November of that year. She had previously served as a state judge in DeKalb County, which includes a small part of Atlanta, since 2011, before taking the bench. She had worked as a state and federal prosecutor, mostly in Atlanta, for more than a decade. The investigation of Roth began after one of her law clerks reported on multiple occasions that the judge had engaged in sexual activity with a high-ranking uniformed police officer in her office within earshot of staff. It was also alleged that the judge didn't properly supervise clerks and on one occasion yelled and cursed at staff. Ross received a private reprimand after the investigation confirmed the sexual activity and found she attended a bipartisan event and initially lied to deny the accusations. I guarantee you her going to a partisan event is like one of the biggest issues. It's not even that they're fucking in the chambers, because all these judges are sleaze bags. They're just really pissed that she went to some Democratic event and she's not supposed to. That's what it sounds like.
And she's black.
But if you're getting fucked if you're fucking people in your office, you should also get impeached. That's pretty crazy. So that's the reason why I put this in. No, absolutely, dude.
Essentially?
I mean,
your wife?
But it's not. It's some random cop.
I'm just saying.
That's wild to be clapping cheeks in the judges' chambers, dude. To where people can hear you and not giving a fuck. And then you walk out. They're like, can you turn it down? She's like, fuck you. Like yelling at people. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. Hot Lana in these streets.
Of course it is, dude. It's like Fonnie Willis, dude. Your girl.
Separately, the Atlanta Police Department has says that it opened up an investigation to determine whether the high-ranking law enforcement officer found to have had sex with the federal judge in the chambers is a member of their department. So they're going after the dick, too.
That's fucked up. But he's a cop, so fuck him.
3 clerks remember bringing summer interns on for their first day to watch the judge presiding over a hearing of a criminal case. Right after that, they told the committee the judge declined to have lunch with the interns, acknowledging having too many martinis the night before at a primary election party for a district attorney friend. The clerk said she did not provide sufficient guidance and rarely, if ever, substantially edited civil orders the clerks drafted. While clerks described an eggshell culture, the committee didn't find evidence of abusive behavior. They do sound like they kind of got it out for her. The judge acknowledged to the committee she'd gone to a mixer of former employees of a district attorney's office.
Did that make you want to mix your drink?
This is just water and ice, baby.
Got triggered by the mixer.
No, my throat was getting a little raspy. But yeah, that you went. It was a separate room from the victory party. But we see a lot. Like, if you're gonna get rid of her, you gotta get rid of all these motherfuckers that are doing this stuff.
But they won't.
No, I know. They're
a female, a black female. They're just,
But bro, clapping cheeks.
That's the problem. This is what I was trying to. I was talking to somebody about. It's like, who was I comparing it to? I forget, but I was like saying like how Obama could not fuck up at all because he's the first black president, So it's like there's no scandals. There's nobody's getting arrested in his thing because it's like like clapping cheeks. Are you kidding me? He fist bumped Michelle once, and they called it a terrorist fist bump. So it's like he had to be like on your P's and Q's. And it sucks that it has to be this way. I'm not saying it should be this way. I'm saying if you were a black woman, maybe don't be doing that shit in the motherfucking office because they're coming for you down in Atlanta. We just saw what they did to Fonnie Willis when a consensual relationship had nothing to do. Somehow Trump is now back in office when he should be in fucking jail down in Georgia.
Yeah. If you're a black female judge in Georgia, careful. Watch out. Watch your back.
Or prosecutor.
Watch your back and don't get your cheeks clapped in your office. If you do, they know. They're coming for you. And the clerks are narcs.
Don't get it hit from the back. Just
Social
watch it
Security retirement fund trust fund may be depleted by 2032. New trustee reports. That's not new. We've known this. We've talked about this before.
I know. This is like you throwing in the motherfucking
Yeah,
cell
but I had to
phones
put it
or
back in there
kids.
just to remind motherfuckers that this might be gone soon. What is your? I mean, I just don't like boomers, so I just blame boomers for this.
Dude, we're the richest fucking country in the history of the world, dude. We'll figure it out. Put $1 trillion coin into the treasury. Put a couple trillion in there. Tax Elon.
There you go, SpaceX.
SpaceX, tax that ass. But like Trump saying like we want 50% of all, or Bernie, I forget who it is, like 50% stake in all AI profit. Like that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
But we should be taxing them. I'm fine with billionaires, but 100 billionaire? Do we need that? I don't think so. And it's also proven that anything over $10 million improves your happiness. None.
But what if they just played like what if they just started paying taxes now? We didn't retroactively. We just
Well, California tried to hit them one time. Whatever you got right now, we're gonna hit you. That's on the ballot. I think. Start doing it now.
Yeah, just be like, hey, look, you guys have gotten a pass up until now. Now you're paying taxes. So Elon Musk, you're worth $1 trillion. Now you start paying taxes.
No. Elon, I'm gonna need to see half that. He's not even that liquid. That's the fucking problem. That really was the problem.
You haven't gone on that rant in a while.
He's not even that liquid. But no, because
that's the title of an episode.
I know, but the thing is, he's definitely more solvent now than he was when I was on his ass about it. Same with Trump.
That's what's crazy.
Trump actually has money now, but he didn't for a long, long, long time. Elon had money back then. He just wasn't that liquid. He's more liquid now, but still not that liquid. Not a trillion. Like it's all because it's all tied up in the fucking stock. He'd have to sell the stock, and the stock would tank, and so he can't do it. But the problem is that he can borrow against it, and probably at a fucking super low rate. And then you can just invest it. Like, did you see, like this is what fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce just bought like a $60 million house, but they got a mortgage for it, like a low percentage mortgage, and then they took the money from like the mortgage, the $60 million. They put it into like an index fund, and then they're gonna make like $300 million just on the house. It was supposed to cost them $60 million because they have the money. Like they could just do that. So they're just paying like the 3% on the mortgage, or whatever. Yeah. I know mortgages are like 6 point something right now. But when you're a billionaire, I think you can get a better rate. It's crazy.
That's nuts.
I know. So that's what I'm saying with Elon. It's like he doesn't have to be that liquid because he could just borrow the money against his worth in those shares and pay whatever the fucking tiny fee is because the shit's appreciating. Anyways.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
I'm just gonna be pissed.
It's not gonna. We're not gonna let that happen, dude. Trust me. Trust. It just would be a big fuck up. We'll have like universal basic income before that happens.
Well, we'll see. You heard it here first. You got anything else?
Make
sure you all like, follow, subscribe, share, clip, post, flicker, tumble, pin to your bulletin board on Pinterest.
Tumblr? I don't know. Worth $10 billion at one point? Now it's worth like $3 million.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
But yeah, we just appreciate y'all listening and checking us out. Y'all be good, stay out of trouble, be strong, be smart. As always.
Record.